You don't gotta have like 10 layers of fucking melody. Like that's what I learned like listening to pop music as a kid. Kanye be doing that shit and it's like, all right, I can hear the difference. But it's like you don't always gotta be doing that, bro. Like especially like when you listen to like Atlanta niggas, the beats that they be rapping on, they be simple as shit. Detroit niggas, even the Philly drill niggas, like mainstream rap is just simple as fuck.
All right, y'all. Today, we in this motherfucking Discord call.
Yo, my name's Smonkfrom6700. Really like that, bro.
Really like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we about to do a song breakdown. So he about to break down the beat, and then he gonna break down his mix and shit like that. What was the name of the project? He dropped the project. What was the name of that joint? Like, tell him about that joint.
I dropped a 12-song project. It's called Tolerance Break. I made a lot of the melodies and the beats on that album. Only 2 songs have samples. I just had to take a break from everything that I was involved in my life to lock in so that I could be creatively pure and make something that I felt represented me fully.
That's tough. I fuck with that.
That's why it's called Tolerance Break, you know? I said it in the song Tolerance Break. I said took a tolerance break and I came back just as hard as a nigga could be.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
true. Cause bro, that project was hard. I fuck with it. What's the name of that song I fuck with? I think it's like "Blind for You" or something like
Give me
that.
some time with you. Wanna spend my life with you. Cause ain't nobody.
Oh, Go Blind for You. Yeah, the like 2000s inspired song.
Yeah, that's my shit. But what song you about to break down? About to hop into this genre.
The song I'm breaking down today is called Shit Whack. But the beat is called Soft Sonar, if you can see it up here in the corner. I'm gonna start by like playing the beat so that you can hear what it sounds like before I break it down. Alright, that's the first 8 bars. This is the main body of the melody right here. Do you want me to break it down by like pattern?
How did you start out when you was making it? Like, what was the first thing you put down?
The first pattern I put down was this one. It's I used a Vital preset called Pluck Chasing. I don't know exactly what kit I got it in. It might be default, but this is what it sounds like by itself. And then this is what it sounds like with the effect on it. Sometimes when I'm making a beat, what I'll do is I'll put a simple pattern down with the mindset that I'm gonna put an effect on it later to make it sound more complex. But this is the second one. This is the second pattern. And this is what it sounds like. This is the preset that I used from one of the kits that came in Hive. I think this is a stock preset. But this is what it sounds like with the effect on.
So when you laying down patterns, like, do you just be like doing shit, or do you like hear a sound like a pattern or like a melody that you're trying to achieve beforehand?
Typically, I'll go into it completely blind. This first pattern that I did is like basically nothing at all. It's like it's very simple. There's nothing that it's tied to. There's no specific sound that it's going for. And what I do is I'll take a bunch of sounds and build around that original sound. So when I was making the beat, I had the effect already on this one. So I knew what kind of like timbre of sounds I was going for to surround it.
Or you knew which direction you wanted to go?
This is the third sound. This is also a Vital preset. called Synth Lies. It's a stock preset. This is what it sounds like with the effect. And then this is what it sounds like without the effects. So the effects that I put on this one were EQ, another Portal preset. Portal carries some of my beats, I'm not gonna lie. And there's a Volcano 3 preset, the Audio Mud Remover BM.
So is that the same preset that you put on the first sound or no?
These are different presets that I use on these different sounds because I wanted to differentiate them. If I would have put the same preset on them, they would have sounded the exact same because they have most of the same notes.
The effect sounds similar, you feel me?
I was going for like a swirly granulator sound to make sure that it's like it sounds more ambient and not as like plucky. But this is the fourth sound. This is the lead. This is from Toxic Biohazard. This is a stock preset. I think this is probably the best sound in the whole beat. And then there's actually a second iteration of it. I just made a slight change to the ending note. You can see right here, there's like one tiny note right above it, but on this one, there's not. Like it ends off on that long note, but if I do it here, it comes back down. Just to differentiate the hook from the verse melody. I don't think I did too much on that one yet. It was just an EQ. The next sound is Tyrell.
Who the hell is Tyrell?
Tyrell, he's some nigga I know. We grew up, we went to middle school together. You know what I mean?
Bro, I think a nigga named Tyrell went to my high school too.
Exactly. It's a common name. It's always a dark skinned boy with a low cut.
So he made this joint? My man Tyrell made this joint?
I don't know, bro, but every time I use this, I be thinking about the nigga. I wonder how his life turned out and shit.
Bro, I be thinking about that. I be like, damn, all them little niggas I used to go to school with, like, damn, what they be doing?
Very interesting to think about what happens to all the people that I've interacted with in my life.
All right, what's this next sound?
This sound is Motor Fuzz. It's a lead from Terrell and Ceexd. This is a free plugin. It's really quiet because I turned the volume down. Tyrell is really fucking loud.
That's a funny ass sentence. Come on, Tyrell's really fucking loud.
No bullshit. I turned the volume down. I just EQ'd it a little bit, put a high pass on it. The next sound is the sound that makes this beat kind of. It's a Cube. This is a free plugin that I use. I actually bought some of the preset packs, but it's a free plugin. This is part of the free version of this preset. I think it's called Soft Sonar. Yeah, that's the name of the beat. But this is a free plugin. This is the free version of Cube. I think it's called Cube Mini.
Dang, so for the most part, you be real resourceful with your beat creation. You feel me? You be making it work with what you got and what you can find.
Yeah, because it's like I have plugins that I paid for, but they don't always get the best sounds. I find that the free ones have the sounds that I like to use the most.
Mm.
This is a paid plugin. This is Expand though. This is part of the hook. It's technically a lead, but I kind of use it like a pad. It comes from the vocal preset. I think it's number 14.
Yeah, it's right there at the bottom.
It sounds like this.
What was that sound that I just heard?
Yeah, that F sharp in the 7 up here. This is technically, if you can see, it's technically out of key. But you know, I know music theory and it's in the relative major key.
Oh, word?
It works out musically somehow, but it's technically out of key. Don't tell anybody though. Don't tell anybody.
You just told everybody yourself.
I have the whole melody running into a compressor. This is Pro C2. Set the threshold in -12. The ratio is 8. It's on the clean style. I let the knee stay halfway. Really fast attack. A large amount of look ahead, and then a slow release. So if I play all of these, because it's really loud, I had to tame it. But it still gives it like dynamics slightly, but not crazy. Now it's time for the drums. I think this is the simplest part of the beat. It's probably the hi-hats. It's just a two-step hi-hat pattern. I put an open hat. You can barely even really hear it in the song, but it's like a gentle accent. I put another open hat on here. And then this the clap. I added a snare and another one. There's also like a snare roll. I kind of did that to transition into the next song on the album, Lotus, because it's very snare heavy. So I did it at the end originally, and then I was just like, no, it sounds good at some other parts of the beat. And so I just pasted it throughout the beat. There's also the sound effect I found. This is like a stock default FL sound. If you go to this tab and you search up, oh yeah, it's this right here.
Oh yeah.
So I put that in the beat.
Oh yeah.
I think I put like a slight effect on it to flanges,
Oh yeah.
just to give it like a stereo image a little bit.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh yeah.
Because it sounds like really in the center, but if you put the flanges on it, it winds it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
And then, of course, the thunderous 808s. I always put heavy, long-winded 808s on my beats because I like the booming, thumping 808s. I don't like soft 808s at all. On this 808, I put a compressor because it was quiet. I made it louder. Then I put a soft clip around it, made it even louder. Then a wave shaper to distort it. And a limiter to keep it from peaking with really fast attack. And I EQ'd the high frequencies off so that it's not eating up the beat. And I just keep the same 808 pattern through the whole beat.
So, what's your favorite part of like the beat making process? Like, what do you enjoy doing the most?
My favorite part of making the beat is probably the melody because I feel like that's where most of the creativity in a beat sits a lot of the time. And also mixing the beat because one thing I've noticed is like when you listen to artists who make beats, they mix their beats so that their vocal can sit on it in their mix. But if they send you a beat, it might not exactly gel with your mix. So I've been trying to figure out how do I mix my beats that I send to you or Rapid so that it's good enough for you to rap on it and it doesn't fuck up your mix.
All right, what was next?
This is the tag. This is my tag. I don't know where I got it from. It's the zombie snarl. You can barely even hear it in my beats most of the time.
No, I like it, bro. I like that sound.
It's very soft. Yeah, that's the whole beat basically.
How long this joint took you?
If I press F10 on my keyboard and press info, it's gonna tell me 4 hours and 49 minutes. Like I made the beat, it was probably like 2.5 hours or something like that because I was really fried and I was trying to lock in on this beat. But then I had to come back and mix it because I didn't trust my ears when I was making the beat. And then after that, pretty much every time I record, I'll come back and listen to beats that I've made just for inspiration. So that's why this number is inflated 4 hours and 49 minutes.
When you making a beat, do you have like do you like start to like rap shit? Like, do you start to have shit in mind, or you just make a beat without trying to put any lyrics and you just figure that out later?
I typically make the beat without the intention to rap on it. Like I'll make the beat like, I'm gonna send this to somebody, or specifically for this tape, I was making the beats for me, but I wasn't making them with the thought of like, what am I gonna rap on this in mind? I was just like, I'll figure that out when I get to recording.
I feel like if you go into making beats with the intention of, like you said, I'm going to send this to somebody, it might like open up your creativity more. Because like if you make something for yourself, you like kind of like put yourself within the parameters of what you know your like strong suits are. You feel me?
Exactly.
So I fuck with that. But go ahead.
All right, I had to turn off my master chain. I might have to turn off a couple of the other effects so that you can just hear the vocal. But yeah, my laptop doesn't like this. You can see up here, it's already tripping the fuck out and I didn't even do anything.
He said, "What you doing, bro?"
Let's see what it does when we get to the vocal. It might start chopping up.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I swung it dope. It's my pack. Get a pokers, I'ma die if I like.
This is my recording template. It's just a limiter. I have the threshold super low. Auto tune. So this is the key. E minor. But these are my auto tune settings. Retune speeds at 2. And the humanize is usually somewhere between like 50 and 35. And then just an EQ at 79 or like 80 to cut off some of the rumble.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back.
I start off as going into a chorus and a flanger. Most people will tell you, yo, make it ascend, get a vocal, because I have parallel compression and saturation sends. They'll tell you, oh, make these ascend. Fuck them people, bro.
I got a chorus at the end of my chain.
Fell in love, my racks.
But if I put the flanger in the chorus,
Fell in love, my racks.
it gives it just like a slight audio, like a slight dB boost, and also it makes it slightly stereo. I don't want my vocal to be completely stereo, sitting on top of the beat and eating it up. I want it to sit in the middle still. No diddy. My next plugin is UAD LA2A. I got this for free. They're doing a giveaway. This is my preset. Steal all of my presets, please.
Fell in love, my racks.
It doesn't really do much. It just makes it like slightly smoother. This compressor is weird where it has its own attack and release. It does it by itself. I don't get that shit. I want to be able to control that, but it makes it sound better. And this is the EQ. So you can see my cut is at 170. Yeah, 170. Sometimes I'll have it at like 200.
Damn.
Like look at where my vocal is sitting when I play it.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back.
Like it's not coming down past 200 basically. But this is where the body of the vocal sits, and I just had to clean up the recording a little bit. And then I dug off some of the highs so that it's not too crisp. Next is a multi-band, simple preset. I actually have a newer version of this, but this one works, bro.
Fell in love,
But it's really just lowering the
racks.
lows down here.
Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back.
And this is how I really mix my vocal. I always turn them on one preset at a time so that I know that the sound sounds good. Because if you just have it going through the whole preset, it's going to sound fine and you won't tweak everything and it won't sound as good as it can. This is a free de-esser. I don't have the sharpness up on this one, but it's down to -30 to keep the S's from popping out too much.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I swung it dope. It's my pack.
And it's not too harsh either. It sounds natural. That's why I like it. This next one is this is pre-1973. This is like a preamp. It came with my Arturia Mini Fuse interface too. It's not a visual EQ, so you have to like play it by ear. Most of mixing is just pretending that you're hearing what you're doing though, so it doesn't matter, to be completely honest.
Mhm.
After I EQ'd this, it has a lot more air in it because I dipped down some of the body in the low frequencies and then I cut it again. Turned it up a little bit.
Turn it off real quick. That plugin.
Transcend, I'll never come back. I just fucked a friend, now this bitch is blowing my jack. But every day, cause I get it like that.
Oh, alright.
Niggas stay hating. Shit whack.
This is why it's important to do it one plugin at a time.
It make it more softer. Like it make it more. It sound. You feel me? It make it more softer, but it's like more airy too. But it's like pleasant air. You feel me?
Yeah. Next, I put on the harsh de-esser. It's a lot sharper, but it's not as intense. Turn it down to, I usually have it between -25 and -31, where my S's start to get too sibilant and sharp. So if I play this,
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I swung it dope. It's my pack.
it's very soft. You can barely even hear it, but it just makes it a little smoother. And then next we have my EQ, Pro Q3. I want to get Pro Q4. This is my EQ preset. As you can see, I was talking earlier, the high pass is kind of high, I guess. It's not as low as some people would have it. But this is what it sounds like. I also have the bands reacting to specific audio levels. So some of them, like this is like the higher mids, or this is like the more towards the mid, so it's gonna be stronger. And this one is lower in the mud area, so it's gonna be a little quieter.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I'm swinging dope.
And then I have like an active de-esser on the vocal as well. And then one to like clip the air as well, because sometimes the vocal will get too airy even after the de-esser. Especially after this, it goes into a compressor and it makes it more airy anyway because I'm compressing the sound, which is bringing the highs that I just made quiet back into the picture a little bit. So you can hear it when I turn this on.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I'm swinging dope. It's my pack. Get a pokers, I'ma die if I like. Transcend.
So if you can see, there's two images right here. This one at the bottom is the dry, and the kind of opaque one that's higher up is the wet signal. So I set the threshold to -18. The ratio is 8. I wanted the compression style to be sharper on this, so I set it to bus. If you can see how it's reacting, if I click it and put it in clean, it's gonna react differently. It's less sharp if you can see that. Let's set it back to bus. It's punchier. Super fast attack, super fast release, 2 milliseconds of look ahead, and then I just turn the gain back up. And then I have a parallel compression and saturation bus, but this is what the vocal sounds like without it. It's much quieter. The compression is just literally Pro C2, auto gain on, super compress. Adds like a little bit of volume. Saturation is Fruity Fastest. It's a free plugin. It makes the vocal thicker without being that much louder. It gives it more presence. It's one of those tricks that I learned from watching thousands of hours of YouTube videos.
I definitely put in hella work watching hella videos trying to learn this shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've watched 2-hour videos, 10-hour long videos. I had to get that information, bro.
That's thorough.
This is the last send that I have. It's a reverb send. Fruity reverb. Psych the kid. This is Lux Verb. I have my own preset saved in here, and I just like tweak it to however I want. So I usually do it to the BPM, but I had this reverb kind of long. It's a high cut, low cut. Turn the dry all the way down so that only the reverb is coming out.
Yeah, because it's a send. Yeah.
Right. So, and then I made it 100% stereo because in here it's at double the width. So.
Fell in love, my racks. Pretty hard, I just saw my heart back. Yeah, I'm swinging dope. It's my pack. Get a pokers, I'ma die if I like.
People will tell me that my reverb is too loud or it's too present. I don't give a fuck. I'll turn the reverb up to fucking 125 if I want, and that shit will be louder than the vocal if I need it to be. They can suck my fucking dick and balls.
Bro, your shit sounds good. Like when it's all said and done, when I'm hearing it, when I listen to your music, reverb don't bother me.
I've had people that I know in my life, they're like, damn, it's really echoey. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, it's like, it sounds like you're in a cave. I'm like, the reverb, yeah. They're like, it's really strong. I'm like, suck my dick, bro. This is my choice. This is how I wanted it to sound. If you don't gel with it, then you don't gel with it.
Fuck them.
Wise words that my brother once gave to me. It's not our job to make everybody fuck with us. It's your job to find out who fuck with you and fuck with them.
That's the realest shit I heard today.
It's not your job to make everybody like you, because not everybody gonna like you. But what you can do is find the people who do like you and rock with them.
Oh, all right. Let me ask these questions now. I want to say, do you enjoy the mixing process?
I don't enjoy it in the sense that I do recording or making the beat, but like making it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like I can record it and have a good beat, but if it's not mixed properly and it doesn't sound good, then it's not gonna feel like a good song. So it's what I do in order to make sure all of the work that I put in pays off. I don't really enjoy it. It's just a part of what I have to do.
Okay.
I don't think I did my my Adlib preset.
Yeah, do the libsies. Do the libs.
These are my libs. Fruity Flanger on I think 20%. No, 19. We got Uber Mod. Pro C2 to like limit it. EQ. Same thing with the multiband, de-esser. What I'll do is actually the EQ, the multiband, and this pre-1973 and the EQ, I'll like load in the Adlib preset and then just delete 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then copy them from the vocal chain, drag them onto here.
Yeah, because it's the same shit. Essentially, you need the same shit.
Yeah, there's a delay at the end. This is a delay that came with my interface. Arturia gave it to me.
Shout out Toria.
All together. I turn the beat down, 2.5 dB. I have a side chain for my main vocal that's coming in.
You cracked that bitch?
Suit? No, I paid for this.
You paid for that?
I paid for this.
Wait, did you get it like during during the sales?
Yeah,
Oh,
usually
good,
it's like
good,
$200. I got it during Christmas sale.
Yeah, good job.
This is my master chain, but it's just the EQ. It's a vintage EQ. Universal Audio was giving it away during I think Black Friday week. It's Ozone 11 Imager. I'm not buying the new one. I got free Saturn 2. I think I have the other version of this, but I like this one better.
What's that like? For some
I just
color?
kept it on yeah, it's a saturator.
Yeah.
So it usually comes on like a default mode, but I put it on clean tube. Clean tube is the one that'll give it like more low end rumble. And clean tape is the one that'll give it more like mid. If you have like a 808 that has less sub in it, then clean tape is the one. This Ozone 11 maximizer. I know you can do all of this ozone stuff in one ozone like hub thing, and it'll have all of these plugins open, but I like to do it separately. Like the maximizer, it's just setting it to -11 LUFS. So it turned the gain up 8.6. I don't know if you saw it on the imager. I turned the volume down by 10 so that when I put it into maximizer, it could level it out to -11 exactly. And then there's the limiter, set it at -1. If you put the threshold down, it'll make it louder. I used to do that, but then it would mess up the dynamics sometimes. This is the vintage limiter, but I keep it on modern mode. Character at 4. But this is what it sounds like. This is what the finished sound sounds like.
Niggas stay hating, shit whack. I done put the bros up on top of my back. Just in case you want some smoke, nigga, I got my strap. And that bitch won't leave me alone, had to call my homegirl. You can't reach me where I'm at, cause I'm in my own world. I get fried, I get geeked to the molly just now. Got hundreds all night, then I got a couple down. Never thought I'd let it see what they with all my brothers. Shorty wet, soupy, you know I went undercover.
With this song. So what made you pick this song to do?
What made me pick this song out of all the songs? I feel like this had the most euphoric beat. I don't mean that in the sense of like, oh, it gave me an eargasm listening to it. But like the way that the instruments gel together and like coalesce into like a really nice sound. It's not like all over the place. They sound relative to each other. And then the vocal that I did wasn't like me trying to say as much as possible. It was a very relaxed flow while I was singing. I thought this would be the most interesting to break down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the name of the project again? And where can the people find you and shit like that?
Tolerance Break, all lowercase letters. My name is Smonkfrom6700. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. Basically anywhere you can get music except for Deezer or Roblox.
Y'all go tap in with my mans, you feel me? Smonkfrom6700. Y'all go hit him up for a verse. He waxing, but he gonna get y'all right. You feel me? Hit him up for some beats. He waxing once again, but he gonna get y'all right. And yeah, you feel me? See y'all niggas in the next joint.
See what they with all my brothers. Shorty wet, soupy, you know I went undercover. I been shot calling, straight ballin'.